it, don't wanna believe it, but no one won't stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the eve.
It's week 9 of the NFL, and this one features Josh Jacobs. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Raiders and the Giants, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And the Giants ready to go now on offense. And under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
There he goes, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 51 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Isaiah Hodgins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And
this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing Jones. They'll find Hodgins there complete. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You talk about this Giant defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Here we go.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones throwing to start the drive. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Barkley, toss play left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They go with Jacobs. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
21. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we
They
go.
work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 47-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw. It gets it right back to Mayer. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 38, Jones. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that one complete to Hodgins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Roll, alert, alert.
Gano the extra point, and it is 28-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And here he's got Grant. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, They need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Mayer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that one results in 35 yards.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Garoppolo out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Oh, nice move. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Breida. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Off the bootleg, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raiders now set to get the football back. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because...
They intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, Jones. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a 1st down. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now 2nd and 9. Now Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. It's caught here by Adams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. That is caught, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Jones breaking from the contact. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On first down, here's Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Credit that play defensively to Marcus Peters. He got downhill in a hurry. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Up the middle with Barkley. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. A handoff to Barkley. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo on first down. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Rolling to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it's complete to Adams. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Sterling Shepard as he and this offense gets set to go again. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over.